In order to remove the valve springs, retainer, and keepers, they're obviously buried up inside the head. And there's 8 on this side, 8 on the other exhaust and intake side. A neat little trick is to take a 16mm deep well socket with 1 or 2 vice grips. I just happen to have 2. And then take a telescopic magnet and put it up inside your socket so you have it up. Go ahead and position it over the valve spring, and then go ahead and push down. But before you do that, you want to go ahead and take a rag of some sort, and you want to put it up underneath the head to give the valves some firmness, and also to protect the valve. That way you're not pushing the valve into the table. Go ahead and you put your socket right over and push down. As soon as you hear that click, you've got the keepers and the retainer right there. Now, there's the retainer and the keepers, the spring, the valve stem, and the valve stem seal down there. Now to put it back, remove the magnet. You don't need that anymore. Go ahead and put your retainer and put your keepers back into place. Once that's back in place, you go ahead and put it over your valve. What is important here is to make sure your rag is up under there and it's keeping that valve stem from going back down when you go to push on with the socket. What you need is you need a little piece of plastic, something of firmness, and you might need a couple pieces of this. You don't want to use a rubber glove or anything real flexible, but something of a little bit of firmness. You place that right over there. We're going to force it down with the socket. The plastic is going to help keep the keepers in place. So you get a keep, and there you go. Now, your plastic's going to be worn out. You can't use the same. You always have to keep. So you might need to keep a couple pieces of plastic. But you don't need a... That's how you put it back.